This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. I've had my eye on this game for quite some time, but I've been actively avoiding everything about this game for I don't know what, it's been a year? 2 years? I don't know. It's been a long time since this game came out. But I wanted to go through this game blind, because I've heard, it's very linear, it's like one story kind of thing, and you just kind of have to not know anything about it if you're going to play it. So, there's that. I did play the old version of the Stanley Parable, and that's why I was excited for this version, which is much better looking than the Half-Life mod. So yeah, let's just get to it. Sounds interesting, and we gotta find out what the fuck happened.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, let's do it. Where is that? So, employee 427, not sure what's going on. Ooh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, this looks familiar. Alright, so I guess let's follow the voice. See what happens. What the? A leaf? I'm one for art, but what the fuck? Alright, this looks like a meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
What's this?
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
The heck? This schedule. Too boring. Push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine. We work on coffee machines. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Alright. This looks like we're spitballing ideas here. Everyone's yeet. You most of all. That's another way of saying no one is. Is that it? Alright. Guess we're done here. Hey, the broom closet. Oh. I can actually go in the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Well, that was nice little touch.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Am I gonna follow the voice all the way through? Last time, I don't think that turned out too well in the freaking mod. But for now, let's humor it. Let's see what happens. Also, distinct lack of anything outside. This might be purgatory. I'm not sure. Oh, fancy. Can I open this door? Nope. No secretary. Nothing in there. Alright, guess we're just going in. Nope. Hello.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Unraveled,
Well?
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Of course.
2845. Of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I've seen this before. I'm the most what's it, expensive boss? Alright. Huh. Actually, what was the code again? 28 what?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Well,
Yet
thank
incredibly,
you.
by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Alright. Thank you, voice. The only reason I know that voice was, I think that was in the mod, right? And I also have the announcer pack in Dota. Oh, very good announcer pack. I love this voice. Ooh, this is so much better than the mod. Oh, we're loading. Are we gonna just keep following the voice through? I suppose so. Let's just see what happens. Maybe we'll deviate somewhere when it seems good. So I remember right, I played through the mod about once, like, I don't know how long ago. It was definitely over a year ago.
Realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why
Looks
did he
nice
feel
though,
this
much
now,
better than that.
when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Well, let's go figure out shit.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
That's a long hallway. That looks nice, and that looks like death. I'm very tempted. Nah, let's just keep going this way. It's very dark. The hell is this? Oh, can I jump? I can't jump.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Who knows? What the hell is all this? I don't remember. Is this in the mod? Oh.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place.
Was I 427 or something? Oh, that's cool. Alright, what's this?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
I wonder if that means he's dead.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Alright.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
It's a scary
It was
thought.
unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
If you want to make a man doubt, make him believe his existence.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
I pressed a button.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Beep boop. Beep boop. But that's doing nothing. I assume I have to go to the power. Wait, what's this? 5. Huh. Is there a run? No, doesn't seem so. Mind control idle awaiting input. What the fuck?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
This kind of really went fast. I guess we're turning it off. Oh shit. Huh. What the fuck? Hello? Huh, did I do something bad? Oh.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I think so. What the fuck?
Yes.
Oh, what the fuck?
He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled
What is
himself
that?
from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
I see a bird. Is that
And
Skyland?
yet,
Oh, I'm
even
moving.
as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley
Holy shit,
reflected
that's a
on
shot.
how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
How did I
Where
get
had
here?
his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Ooh.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not
Kinda
knowledge
matters.
or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Ooh,
And
this
that
looks
was
nice.
all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
What if I don't? What if this is just the one place I just say, nope, go back in. There's no way in. No, so. Oh,
Stanley felt
it's
the
taking
cool
control.
breeze
All right.
upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
Looks pretty
This
low
was exactly
polygon,
the way,
but whatever.
right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Kind of wanted to look behind me to see what the hell that facility was, you know, like from the outside. It's disguised or... I beat the game? What the fuck? Seriously? So is it like every different thing when I choose to deviate a different ending? Oh shit, that might be fun. Alright, I have to go back and do another one. I guess we'll start with the doors. Jeez, this is... I wonder how big this game actually is, because that was pretty quick. Huh. I guess that was quick enough to where I can do another ending. If it's all that quick, I'll just do another one right now. Jeez. Oh, we even start back here. Alright. Yeah, 427. Alright, let's move.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yep, nothing's different.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's be the rebel then. Let's go like... Just, yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room,
Yeah.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Sure, why not? Anything in here? More just pictures of nature. Hey, it's the same one.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Who farted? What the fuck? Is that the number one mom, number one dad cups? What the hell? Cold
Yes,
things. Oh.
really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Oh, what's this? I cannot read that for the life of me.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Jeez.
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Wow.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
All
Took
right.
the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Will that actually put me back on the right path? Oh yeah, that's the conference room. And then fuck it.
Stanley was so bad at
How do
following
doors keep
directions,
closing?
it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wow, the narrator's getting pretty sassy with me. What the fuck? Whoa, what the fuck is... That looks like death. Yeah.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Are those just plain
I'm
up
not
talking to
your
me? What the
enemy,
fuck?
really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can
Can I
be
drop down
difficult,
there?
but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I don't think... Oh, wait.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
It's not.
Someone you've forgotten about.
I wonder if we'll
Please,
just fall through
stop
it.
trying to make every decision by yourself.
No.
I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
Her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
What the fuck is he...
She's been waiting.
What the fuck? Oh, that looks like death. Let's do it. Whoa.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Can I, What the fuck is going on? Huh?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
Huh?
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Holy fuck.
Gotcha.
That fucking freaked me out a little bit.
Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
What a dick.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
What
Come
the-
inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Oh. No way, fuck you.
Sorry,
Ooh,
but you're in my story now.
Jesus. That actually fucking spooked me.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Well, fuck you. Every time I press A, it makes a keyboard sound. But does it have, like, I don't, what the... I guess let's press T.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Can I just not?
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
Is this a social
One might even
statement?
feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I feel like this is trying to say something.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And
What
each
the
day
fuck
that he
is
returned
going
to
on,
work
man?
was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
I just can't get to the door. What TV? Why is this chair here? You're freaking creeping me out. Can you leave?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spending time with the boys. Alright.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door.
Wow,
The mere
this is
thought
some philosophical
that his
shit.
decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Prepare dinner. Alright.
As he wandered
Whoa.
through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and
What the
destinations.
fuck?
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and
Oh, yeah.
remote controls.
We went through there.
Down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby.
What the
And he
fuck?
called it The Stanley Parable.
Huh.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again.
This is interesting.
And then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
This is getting real. Huh.
But there is no
Oh.
answer.
Well,
How
at least
could there
she's gone.
possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets.
Still can't
the
move.
more he forgets which life is the real one.
Alright.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Alright, let's wait it out. So, does anything actually happen? I'm willing to bet something does. I will wait. You will not beat me. So, read any good books lately, audience? Does anything actually happen? It's a nice clock. You see this clock? This is a high quality clock. Look at that clock. Just admire the clock. You will never have a clock as nice as this clock right here. Just take it in. Take it in like sunshine, and you're a plant, you're photosynthesizing this shit. What is going on? I don't know. Fuck, never mind.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Mirror. Press 4 to question nothing. 5. That didn't do anything.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
What the fuck?
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I
Whoa. What just happened? Oh, I think that was actually the end. Huh. Well, alright. That was fun. That was a lot more interesting than I thought it'd be. So yeah, I'm gonna call that it for episode 1. 2 routes done. I think that was like completely negative and completely positive. So yeah, that was done. That was cool. I like that. Interesting so far. I wonder if we're actually gonna figure out if anything actually happens. So, for that, we're gonna call it that. And I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please, come back later. There'll be some more. Hopefully you'll enjoy it just as much. And I think that's it. Let's save the game. How do you save the game? I don't think I can save the game. Oh, well, I'm right here. It doesn't matter. Begin the game again? Oh. Anywho, thanks for watching. And later.